Hey there, everybody. Welcome to the quarterfinals of the hand mix tournament. I'm playing terracubist, who's also a part of my group in the group phase. So we have played 4 of these games previously. This is, I guess typical hand mix. We've got draw to X stuff to do, and no thinning to speak of besides native village, which is still pretty reasonable to pick up here. Yeah. Trying to think what looked nice in the opening. Maybe silver storeroom. Seems possible. You do need to hit 5 like once. I think 1 silver is possible. I mean, you can also do that with a secret cave. So that's not the only way to hit 5 here, but but then you can do Storm Plaza Curse Village stuff. But you can also mix in paddocks and what have you. All of it seems possible. terracubist, I think they disconnect pretty frequently. I don't know, they could just be thinking about the opening, but I think they tend to have some connection issues fairly often. Could be wrong. Quite fortunate to find the storeroom here at this top. Obviously, this would be nicer to have found more of the estates, but this is still fine. Question now is, do we go with the paddock, the forum, or the cursed village? I think I'm gonna try the paddock. I'll do a secret cave here. This will probably be a forum for me. I think maybe get your cursed villages off of like off of your off your wishes. This I think will probably be, it depends on what I draw, but probably be discard squirrel and buy a native village. They can pick up a 5 here for sure. That the hand size. See what they go with. They take the forum. Seems Reasonable? Well, wait, how does this... I'm trying to think if I want to buy the... Maybe you just go with... I mean, do have some horses. This is probably... okay. Would have also been nice to get to... I guess this is guaranteed. This is a guaranteed hit. I think. They get a hit. This is very nice for them. I'll get a hit as well though, so it's okay. Probably buys like native village for him. For me. Should have 7. I guess it depends on what I decide exactly to do between paddocks and such, but this is fine. We still activate before. Now there's, I guess, a question here. Can get the buy. For the horse. I think we get the buy and get to the end of the shuffle. Yeah, especially with 12. I didn't count it, but especially with 12, that seems pretty clear. Envious is fine. This draw was very bad. Envious was perfectly fine. The draw was awful. Envious doesn't even... I mean, I'm fine with buying a plaza. So this was very, very sad draw, but whatever. Can't do anything about it. We won't... We're still in competitive... I mean, depends on how good their next turn is, but... This probably puts us like a half turn behind, but... I mean, if we have a full wish gaining and playing and stuff turn, then we probably are like a turn or so ahead, but... This will probably put us about a half a turn behind. I guess it depends on if they found... I mean, surely they found one of Forum or Storeroom. Here. Let me go with a Storeroom actually on my buy. Though Plaza is reasonable. Man. Coffin. That's a very weird place to stop to me. But what do I know? I thought that was a pretty weird place to stop. With the turn that they have, I don't feel like I was put behind half a turn. I feel like they quit too soon there with that wish pick. I don't actually understand why you don't try to play on more with the various options you have for wishing. There's some pretty bad native village hits I could have here. But I probably have to play it. I mean, I'm gonna have to play it semi-blind anyway. There they did a lot of squirreling. Okay. They're diluted though, so that's nice. Wish is fine actually. The really bad one would have been storeroom. Okay. A festival. Miserable I can live with. Okay. Doesn't quite do what I wanted. What do we have? Does courtier make sense? Probably not without a triple. Diluted really sucks. Like, I guess I just do some stuff and then get a province, but it's not really the order you want to do it in. Like at all. mean, maybe. I mean, I guess if you think you can double twice, you might go for it and hope you get there. Otherwise, I am a bit. Well, I don't know what their hand was. So, I'm a little surprised they picked up off the mat this turn. But maybe they can just double and double again. Well, hopefully they just draw a little worse. This is ugly. This is not the order. Yeah, I didn't find another village, which was incredibly bad luck, frankly. There's like festival and 2 plazas down in here. So this is gonna hurt the draw quite a bit. This turn. I just need to get to 11 or not 11. I mean, I guess if I can double, that's okay too. There's a festival down in here. There is a native village. Another storeroom. Let me think. Do I have to get the get the cursed village right now? Maybe. maybe. Kind of sucks to have that happen and to have the locust happen is not ideal. So we could go across rooms or we could get another storeroom. I'm trying to think, what do we do? Can we triple? We might be able to triple if we're very lucky. We also have a problem with the points right now. Between miserable and that locust. This is, I mean, a little bit promising. Not really that promising. I guess we don't have secret cave money, so triple was probably not really that doable. I did forget about the secret cave money. It was a bit weird. They didn't really get any money off their storm, which is good. Though they must be seeing some of the stuff now. Curse villages must have just been very low in the deck. If they single province, I'll probably just have to get duchies. What was the name? They do have a little bit of stuff built up on the native village map. So they can threaten a little bit more next turn. What does triple look like for me? I'm sure it's possible if I can like stack the deck, but in a realistic scenario, I don't know that it's doable. probably didn't help myself by not getting a storm. Probably a third storm would have been much more likely to help me get to 24 than the crossroads. Crossroads plus coffer, which was kind of the consideration, but yeah, the storm was probably worth a good deal more. They just straight double. I have to get $23. I do have the buys. There's that. I think I probably should have gotten a third storm. Is looking like the thing to have done. So there's essentially two ways to play this turn. One is to try and get Province Duchy Estate. As we said, is quite a bit of money. And the other way is to get a couple duchies and see if they like full on dud, but that seems like not the play. So I guess we'll try and get there. I don't know exactly how to do it, frankly. I mean, we're gonna need a reshuffle, right? Like, we need this stuff. We need to play some of this stuff. Probably even the plazas, but like we gotta get money. Okay. That's something. We have to... Probably the plazas were wrong to play as well. So we can draw 6 of these. That was one of the forums, and it was also the crossroads, so... There's like a paddock. There's like there's just a bunch of junk. Anyway, we can shuffle forward a little bit. Okay. Okay, that's not it. We would need the third storm. If we find the crossroads, how much money do we have in there? There's still 5, 7, 19, 22. There's maybe just not the money, period, but anyway. Getting to play the Secret Cave would have helped quite a bit. I mean, if they have a storeroom or something, then we're just lost. The when I had drawn deck there was still 7. I think I was still a little like $1 short. I don't think it was even in deck. This will be easy double, I assume. Fairly easy anyway. I think I needed to not play the plazas. Like you couldn't you basically couldn't overlap. I couldn't overlap the plaza and the storm when on the first curse village like I did. That lowers the amount of money I can make on the turn by a little bit. I think I was $1 short the way I played it. If I had drawn, assuming I had like drawn into these cards, I think I was still $1 short. And so I needed to play one of the not play one of the plazas so that I could recover that coin at some point somehow. Because effectively, since I already have the storm in hand, when I play those plazas discarding coppers, I get $1 off it, but effectively it's $1 I can potentially get both the discard from the storm and the discard from the plaza. I don't know if I was going to get a sequence where that could happen. That wasn't guaranteed, but that would have been one way to produce a little bit more money. But certainly I should have just spending the copper for a storm was definitely better than buying a crossroads like I did. I mean, they just must have it, right? Why are they don't have it? Okay. But province duchy should be plenty. How many duchies do I need now? Also, like I said, not finding the secret cave was incredibly sad. There's some other sad things going on in this hand, but okay, 24. I need 4 duchies and well, I guess I just need them to dud again also as a possibility. Now at this point anyway. So because the amount of money I need to catch is impossible. I need 4 duchies and a province to tie. So that's 20. I would need $30 to win. So that's not happening. We could try to get the crossroads up really big to start out with here. There is a little bit of sadness on the... I mean, this also could create a very awkward shuffle, frankly. Now here it's not so much about maximizing my points this time, or my money. This is like this is an aspect of the deck which is a real problem, which is that when you have like multiple curse villages and multiple storerooms in a hand together, it's just not any good for you. So that's the thing. That's not good. I gotta play. I thought I did 3. Okay. I don't know. Now I'm kind of more interested in coffers, like I said, than the straight. Like I need to buy. I mean, I'm basically require like almost a full dud. anyway. Though I still need to buy a couple duchies. They're not going to fail to buy a duchy, are they? That's going to mean I'm going to need an incredibly large amount of estates as well. This is not happening. There's still a festival in here. This is so dumb. Okay, yeah, we didn't even find I didn't even know exactly what this next hand. There are horses in there. Which we didn't find any of them. They did just have a duchy. This is so annoying. I mean, what do I need now? This 12 is 37 and 3 estates. Now I don't have the buys for it, right? So I need them to miss again. And I can buy the duchies at this point. They didn't get anything. I mean, that's something. They didn't play a squirrel or anything, so. But, I mean, they can't really probably dud twice. They can probably pick up some estates at the very, like, if they find a storeroom, that hand buys double estate, and that's like half VP. So, anyway. Okay. I mean, pretty much here I just need to get, like, I guess as many estate, play a lot of squirrels and then buy out the duchies and the can't find the buy a couple duchies, a couple estates, and play 30. I can't win, right? What did I need? 3 estates. I need 15 points, so that's right, that's 6 buys. I don't have 6 buys. Just have 5 buys. We just want to draw. We just want to draw up to the end of this. Basically. Pretty sure. 14 seems okay to get. As far as money goes. We want to keep... I don't know what the remaining cards are, to be honest. I mean, I guess a third buy is alright. I mean, a fifth buy. We get to 16. I don't know how much money is in here. I'm gonna squirrel a bunch. This stupid deck. Managed to confuse myself. For sure. Don't want to trigger this. That's important. Means we want to have two cards left in hand when we do this. Okay. Wait. Should go ahead and buy as many of these as I can. See if they'll let me undo. I just want to use more coffers. Also, if we don't find a storeroom, then we don't get anywhere. So we're not actually looking like we've gotten anywhere. They probably have their cursed village. They don't, but I still don't have anything to... I'm getting closer to like being, oh my goodness, this is gonna win. This is gonna win. This is a win in hand, I think, even. Well, this is a no. This is right. This is just... I need $10. This is like... way more than $10. Or $12. Right. I just don't want to... 3 buys. 6, 9... I don't like... Yeah, I mean... Could have gone a little further. Well, they did it twice, so... I don't know. I don't know why I get to win those. With my last... I didn't actually know if I was getting down to below 6 where the cursed villages would have drawn anything. I don't think I was quite there. There were so many green cards. So I think it had to find the storeroom. Obviously there were like a lot of... I had more horses and forums and stuff, so there was I don't think I was lucky to get. I was lucky to have them dud. I don't think I was lucky for my hand to make it with the number of squirrels and stuff. It just felt. I was lucky conditional on the hand we could see at the start of my hand, or the start of my turn. From that point, it was lucky then that the last card I played drew the storm. But I think the main thing was just me lucking out on them having 2 duds. Anyway, I'll take it. No shame. I guess this is like minion, but it's I don't know, artisan minion stuff. I mean, artisan stuff, but you can play with a large portion of the board. I don't know what pieces will make you win. I'm so eloquent. I'm thinking of a jack opening, though you could do a cut purse, to be honest. I'm not. I know you want artisan, and like 2 or 3 of them probably. Then it gets a little less clear for me. I don't know how much you want to muck around with count, or at what point, maybe is a better way of putting it. Diplomats will get activated. You have minions, and so they do go with the cut purse, which I think is not a bad opening. I think it's a reasonable pickup on the 4. Hopefully they don't play cut purse now, and they do play it on a turn I have a jack. This is suggesting to me they don't have the cut purse, because otherwise they would just click it. So this suggests to me that they're thinking about their buy. Now I can go with silos or with minion, or even with count, though count appeals to me considerably less at this point. Silos is kind of appealing, but I'll just do the minion. Now I want them to hit me with the cut purse. This would be fine for all this stuff to miss. And then this end. They did get pretty good shuffle, actually. Native Village Artisan is pretty nice shuffle for them. I don't really want to draw the minion. Wait, what does Jack drop to? 5? So I'd still toss this because I do want to trigger. That's okay. I think this still. Well, it depends on if they have the cut purse or not. No, it didn't hit 6. That's okay though. Do want to think about a silos at some point, but need an artisan for sure. I'm not sure here what I should, whether I should set aside or whether I should squirrel. Buy a diplomat. Looks like a card you can buy for sure. This is a rotten draw. I don't know what to say. I mean, the minions in the bottom 4 here is terrible. But whatever. I need 6 very badly still. I'm willing to. I don't know what I'm gonna say. Is there a silver in here, or did I see them? Diplomat would be okay for me. I did get a nice native village set aside. There was that at least. Maybe he'll discard me into the hands with the minions. What can you say? When you're good, you're good. That's a joke, just to be clear. But seriously. I think I just take the artisan. Like, why would I make this shuffle? I don't think I would. This is either gonna be. I mean, it depends. They could. Okay, I guess probably not. But if they minion this hand away, then all things can change. If they don't, I'm just gonna top deck a minion. And do I buy another minion? Silos is still kind of appealing, isn't it? Maybe after the minions are gone. Does the minion split matter? I don't know. They're pretty useful for buying the provinces, I think. I still will spend another. I already know this hand is gonna disappear. That's fine. I will. I'll live with it. I would like another artisan. And how much do they have on the mat? Pretty good. Pretty good mat. Not a bad mat. I will spend a 6 on another artisan, and then I think beyond that, if we have 8, we'll take province. Oh, never mind. I got cut pursed, so I will not be getting minioned. Which is nice. I do have, I guess, a score issue maybe with the estates being trashed, but it's not a big deal. Auntie. First village is okay. I don't know if that I would take them before minions. Particularly there were, I don't know if there was some special particularly nice thing it did for this turn maybe, but there's some there were definitely some hits you could have gotten from the hexes that would have really sucked there. I want to play my artisan. Not crazy. What is the best way to do that? I guess Jack and then minion gives me the biggest search space for that. I said I wanted another one. I think it's true. Though the province is sort of calling my name a little bit. A very nice native village hit for me. I do have a bit of a terminal problem. If I don't find the native village, like, before I find multiple artisans, that could be a little bit of a problem. I can fix that this turn with my artisan gains, though, hopefully. Between a curse village or a diplomat. I'm not really sure. Not totally sure, anyway, which one's a little nicer. I am a bit jealous of their native village sitch. I have this sneaking suspicion that they're going to pick it up, and then I won't have to be jealous of it anymore because I won't want it. Faithful Hounds are not, like, the craziest thing to put on top of your deck with artisans sometimes, too. Not gonna lie. Hopefully I don't have to make a choice. I'm gonna be right back. I would rather have this hand minioned, of course, than have to do it myself. Will give me a little bit worse odds of finding something. The thing that would actually be good would be silos for this hand, but you don't get to use silos if you never buy it, so. Did they pick up? No, they didn't. That's too bad. They either have gotten, like, really, really lucky native villages, or they're just plain disciplined and they have some good stuff, but they're just, you know, keeping the deck thinning. I don't know which of those two. I don't know which of those two things has occurred in this instance, but you can. They played so many squirrel. I guess just one squirrel, but it's still they get to. I guess diplomat you can. You can always keep doing diplomat. Yeah, I guess I'll try and. This is a little rough. Okay. There's maybe something to be said for. So they're gonna build. Oh, okay, I see. Actually, how many cards? See if they let me undo gain it minion. Aw. That's sad. I see that they could kind of do a. Okay, maybe it. I see that you can do. What I see now, that you can do a thing where you You can top deck duchies and set them aside, which could be interesting. I don't know if you actually get to keep doing it forever and ever or not. I'm gonna get minioned into a hand that is no bueno. That's for sure. Well, the greed messed with things a little bit. But I should have probably just gotten the other minion. Still have a number of outs that I can get discarded into, so it's not the end of the world. Maybe they'll have Curse Village and decide they really want the money. Hey. I'd be interested to see if they are in fact able to do what I imagine. Oh, they picked up Matt. It's definitely to my benefit, I think. They may have had artisans set aside and they just felt like they had to do it. Oh, he saw my hand. Oh my god. What's the count doing? Oh, he's trashing. Oh, he's an interesting deck. I don't know if it's oh, that's sad. This is not the sequence I really wanted. Well, it's okay. Yeah, there are two options here, I guess. Both are pretty likely to get me to. Well, one isn't gonna see a whole lot of cards. If I had a minion in hand, I would just go ahead and I would gain a native village, I would top deck. But I think we gotta do this. Yeah, not ideal. Not ideal. Try to find the other artisan. Should we squirrel? I guess we might as well. Should we squirrel or should we take the thing of a jibby? Okay. Here's what we'll do. Okay. So they're really gonna live or die by the duchies. Cause I think I can province pretty consistently. That's gonna be me jinxing myself, but why can't I get like fear or haunting or something? What, you know? Even war, I would have accepted a war. Oh well. They gotta be able to do the duchy stuff, but they also still have to buy some provinces. Like, I can take 3 duchies And then if they're not capable of getting provinces, then that's going to be an issue. I would have even, I think, Bad Omens actually, I'm not sure I wanted Bad Omens. Maybe they have 2 native villages in their hand and a cursed village. They can top. The artisans are definitely super good here. But hopefully it becomes too little too late. I wonder if he'd do some Faithful Hound stuff at some point. What did they trash? Just a bunch of stuff, I guess. Big trashing. You know? I've been lucky with my native village. Most of these were blind and I got pretty fortunate. But they didn't native village it right off the bat. So that's something, I guess. I think they were stream sniping. No, they weren't stream sniping. Hey, there you go. If you can see, I mean, this is just concrete evidence that the squeaky wheel gets the grease. As if you needed more evidence of that. I know I didn't. Am I right? I hope he does the diplomat all the way down to 4. This is my favorite diplomat of all time. Okay. I could squirrel a couple. They are down to 4. They did go down to 4. That's funny. Can squirrel a couple and buy. I'm sure they have a cursed village. This isn't actually that great of a starting hand for me. I mean, if I keep it, it's okay. I'll just play a couple minions, play a curse village, and then toss hand. Well, I guess that'll probably depend a little bit on what they do, but can't empty the duchies. They can't get 3 of them. I guess they can empty the duchies, but then they wouldn't be buying a province. Maybe that's the play for them. This is okay, of course. Probably quite good. Look at my beautiful native village map. I'm just in awe of it. Oh, and I got cut burst. Well, that's nice. What have they done? Okay, so they didn't empty the duchies. That much at least is clear. What are they gonna do? When the duchies run, if the point gap is in my favor, we may be able to do native village pile out over a couple turns before the provinces actually do finally empty. It may be that, like the last turn, that their estate gaining comes into relevancy as well. So terracubist will have an advantage in that situation also. So there's straight up points ahead of me now, so I don't have another native village, unfortunately. I guess they can just empty the native villages and buy a province, probably. But I still have to make them prove it. I think I have to make them prove it anyway. This could be kind of sad. Okay. I don't know what's left. I don't know when to do this native village. Probably any time is fine, actually. I'll also get lucky. Always nice. There's probably... Okay. I mean, I think they'll be fine, right? They probably either will win outright this turn, or they'll I don't know, go for the estate emptying as a maneuver or something. Depending on what they have on the mat and stuff. Oh, they only have 3 cards. They might either feel very, very confident about doing the native village thing, pile out and buy a province, or they might feel pretty scared. Misery may end up being fairly crippling to me. Okay. A little movement. It is hard to say. For me, this is definitely one of those. They get an idol. Interesting. I wonder if they just don't feel... idle is a bit odd. I guess if you're not confident you're gonna get to it. I don't know what they're going back to now, but this is gonna be a feels bad undo for me. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. This is gonna be misery. They're gonna do the native villages, and then misery is gonna be the thing that made me sad. Now they're really not clicking anything, though. So who knows? They lose a minion. Curse Village is not the gain I expected. Would have been super funny if they'd hit province. I don't know if they have any provinces in the deck. They may have them all set aside. But that would have been hilarious. If they had hit. But now they lowered the native villages and they don't have... Now I can win if they do this. If they take this native village, I can win. So that's kind of weird. Obviously, I don't have any guarantees of it, but... Wait, maybe I'm just confused. Where? Oh, they locust a minion into a native village. That's awful for me, actually. Though they could have just done the native village thing to begin with, right? I mean, maybe their hand was stopped. I don't know. So now I assume they just win. Now that's really sad. It's like the hexes got me twice. The misery and then Locust, they were doing a play that didn't actually allow them to pile out. And then Locust made it so they could. I don't actually know what their money situation is, though, so... I kind of assume it's still enough. There's a cut purse running around somewhere. The count can get a copper and potentially a drawn copper and the 3, so I assume they still can do it, but now they're clearly going for it, so they must be pretty confident of it. I don't know if there's any shuffling involved. There may have been. That is a depressing, somewhat depressing way to lose there. But I'm sure they felt the same way about the previous game, so... Whoops. Oh gosh. I pasted the hand mix into the scoreboard. Okay. Where's everything? All right. Mix hand. I'm sort of disassociating, so it's okay if you play slow. My brain isn't really functioning enough to note the passage of time correctly. Sometimes the minion games will do that to you. Alright, so this one has, you guessed it, draw to X. You heard it here first. Yeah, I mean, this looks like, you know, Bounty Hunter into Festival Watchtower. Pretty much. I'm going to take a Bounty Hunter and then I'm going to think a little bit if there's a borrow I want to try or not. Which would probably just be borrow for a second Bounty Hunter. The buy could be a warehouse. Could be warehouse native village, could be watchtower, it could be borrow for another bounty hunter. I think, or borrow for even for a mill. I think all of those are like reasonable. I don't think I'm going to do the native village. I may do the warehouse. We also have mule, which is friendly with this stuff if you want to get, I don't know, a bunch of whatevers. Certainly, you need festivals, you need watchtowers. Town could be... I guess they should just, like, if you do get hounds, they should just make sure to have watchtowers in hand when they buy green things. Thing with warehouse, I can get behind the warehouse myself. Very nice shuffle for me. Go ahead and borrow for a thingamajibber, which is fine. This has got to be either mill now or a. I mean, I could borrow, I guess. Or I get the watchtower into the shuffle. Probably is okay. What am I gonna have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's $7. Probably want to borrow. This is okay to draw the warehouse dead. Would have been nicer if the warehouse was in the hand. We could go up to the end of the shuffle, but it's fine too. Depending on what we have, we probably get native village or we get mill. I'm not gonna, like, if I have 3, I'll probably borrow for a mill, and if I have 2, I'll just buy a native village. I won't buy a. I won't buy a. I guess we're guaranteed 3. At least 3, I mean. This is 3 coppers and a warehouse. Next shuffle is going to be real important. So hopefully we bottom deck the warehouse and can just buy a mill straight up. Okay, we didn't do that. Ooh, yuck. Gross. Well, how many? We've done 2 of 8. That means nothing. What I meant to say, we've done 2 of 10 junk cards. The second bounty hunter isn't insane. Though mill is sort of covering that as well. But this was gross. This is going to continue to be kind of gross. Pretty easily. The next hand, I mean, the decks just simply are not that clean yet. They get a native villain. I mean, I could have. This is a very good draw, though. Okay. They did a little movement, but nothing incredibly useful. I guess I'm willing to do this like this. This could Oh, no, it's just super safe, actually. Okay. Okay. I love it. Some world where I take the flag bearer at some point, actually. Oh, no. Makes me want to cry. What did I do to deserve this? I got so lucky the last turn, and then... I mean, I still have... a lot of coppers. What can you do? Is it? No, that's not gonna be it. It's just proof I should have gotten the flag bearer. As if you needed more. Am I right? Okay, I think I'd just take a festival. Festivals are good. It's my opinion. They took the flag. No, they didn't. That was... I saw something pop up in here, but that was not... it's not the flag. This could also go real bad unless there's a warehouse on top. Or the... Anyway, 2 cards to find warehouse or watchtower, basically. What's their exile looking like? See, they have about as much exiled as me with just the single bounty hunter, but... gonna really feel it on this draw of these 2 cards. We get it. We should be quite good. They've exiled as much as us. Oh well. We run festivals and watchtowers. There's gonna be buys and potential trickery to do with like curses, and the mills may also be quite low. So here, why does it take... why does it take that many seconds? Okay, I'm gonna be a hypocrite. I wrote no worries, but why does it take that long to click? I mean, I know it's like a reshuffle, or it wasn't even reshuffle. Why does it take so long to click Festival Watchtower? They have native village. They don't have anything on the native. So this turn was like painfully... yeah, this is a good turn for them. May go double festival. They left a card in hand, so maybe there was some choice about playing it was a native village or something. There was probably a choice. I don't actually know what their hand was, so... I'm only grumpy because of my hand. If I was seeing blue, I wouldn't even be looking at their turn. I'd be too busy dreaming of mine. Maybe I should have top decked a watchtower. If that was the other option I could have done here, that might have been the play. They could also borrow and go festival, watchtower or something, or... I mean, that doesn't sound that great, but... They do go with that. Guess the payload their payload is still not like wildly better than mine. So we do have that going for us. um do that. Don't know if it'll matter. It's looking like we should have gotten a. Well, I mean, this shuffle, it didn't matter. I knew there was a watchtower. I didn't like. Obviously, I need more watchtowers. I didn't do it here because I already knew I had one on top. But maybe one of these mills I took somewhere. Like this one should have been a watchtower, maybe. I don't know. It was just basically a nightmare draw where I had watchtower, coppers, and then a chunk of non-watchtowers, and then watchtower at the bottom. So I don't know. There wasn't like a huge number of things to do. I am gonna try and do the curse pile out though, just because it's gonna be funny. Probably won't be useful, but we'll have to count buys. We'll have to count money also. I don't know here. How to do this exactly, because this could go real bad too. I could have. There were like different things I could have done, obviously, that I basically just chose not to do. And with hindsight, I wish I had done them, but I did not. So, and borrow festival, watchtower. They can't win yet. It also dud. No dud. I do have better buys. So that's. I think I have better buys. Maybe I don't. I think I do. The thing that would have probably been better for me was just to go ahead and bite the bullet and play the bounty hunter as mule before I played my watchtower. But I was kind of holding out hope that I would get lucky and be able to play both the bounty hunters for set aside. But that would have been the thing to do. But didn't do it. Maybe next time. I don't really know why I bought an estate last turn. It was like thinking that there's like some points angle I needed to be cognizant of. I'm not, probably not the case. I assume they're gonna buy a province. Is there actually a way to get more money out of this than just playing it as mule? Maybe. Okay. Yeah, sure. A little bit more. They probably go province festival. That's what I would buy. I guess you could try mill festival. Well, that would be bad. I wouldn't. That wouldn't be a good thing to try. But maybe they will. I hope they do. I think it's probably province festival. I'm sure they're just counting that. That doesn't open up some 3 pile for me, but it's not going to. Do they just have a festival set aside, I guess, in the mat? Because I think they have more than 2. I think they have 3. They are buy limited right now. That was not... I just feel like I have to play on, even though there are some real nightmare scenarios possible. I feel like I just have to go for it. Okay. Oh, this wasn't quite nightmarish, I wouldn't say. I wouldn't say it was nightmarish. I probably could have played it better. But I got one more thing set aside. They're much cleaner than I am. I don't think it's worth it to borrow for like a native village or a faithful hound. I mean, there's something to be said for the faithful hound. I'm pretty worried about my starting hand just being... Oh my god. Oh my god. There's literally one card. There is one card that can rescue this hand if it's on top of the deck. That card being on top of the deck is not sufficient, but for the turn to not be complete garbage, there has to be at least one specific card on top, and then the next 3 have to contain some special sequence of things. I am playing too quickly though, because this turn could have also, I think, gotten more junk set aside and still doubled. Or at least I could have given myself a shot at it, I think. I'm not sure. This mill is the one that looks maybe a little dubious. So possibly this one as well. Maybe just bad luck. Or partly bad luck. I'm surprised they picked up. That gives me... I mean, it gives me a chance that they dud. Guess they felt like they had to double province and answer. I don't think that was true yet at all. Or maybe there was some other consideration. I don't know what's on the mat. Has everybody started? That's interesting. All the way up to 22. 22. 1, 2, 3, 14. The bounty hunter set aside something? 3. Okay, the province. Do you guys think the warehouse is on top, followed by a festival and a watchtower? Does anyone think that that's the case? Even better, the ideal is warehouse into festival, watchtower, bounty hunter. That would give us fighting chance. Not well, maybe might give us a fighting chance. So yeah, I'm really not that clean. There's still 3 coppers and a state and 2 provinces. Well, of course, you don't necessarily expect to draw all the green cards in your top 5, but or you hope not to. For them, I don't know if I have $24. Like, I don't know if they need to play around. That doesn't mean double province is what they should do, but I don't know that they need to play around me tripling. I think if I stack my deck, I can hit 24. If I can stack my deck and do both the bounty hunters for $3 and enough of the mills, I think I could get there. But with only I guess I only have 3 watchtowers. With only 3 watchtowers, I think that basically requires a stacked deck of sorts to make the money. I don't think it's really something that they need to play around. Of course, I can see my hand, so I know there's additional problems. Maybe it's there. You never know. 1 in 15 for step 1. Step 2 requires some additional non-guaranteed I didn't mean $23. Obviously, they didn't get too far from triple. I mean, triple wouldn't have been safe for them. But double looks pretty safe. Maybe from their perspective, it's really not. I mean, I think my deck is pretty bad, so if they think that it's not safe, I think they're probably overestimating me, but what sequence of buys they should go with, I'm not sure. They can do province. They could go like province, warehouse, mill is probably fine. They could get more watchtowers. They could go like province, warehouse watchtower, like if they're just trying to be robust for their next turn. Because like if they can double, they like if they're assuming I'm not tripling, then I don't think they need a Dechi. What does that help with? What scenario does a Dechi? Why? I guess that was just for fun. What scenario does the Dechi help with? In all honesty, for them, they basically are just counting on me not tripling, because otherwise I'm stuck. Like, there's not. I think they had a watchtower on top. I think they had top decked one with trickery. So I'm sure they'll just double. Yeah. They got cleaner, so I think I had some bad draws this game, but mostly that one reshuffle. Seems fairly clear that because it's not guaranteed good enough. Oh, they just have a watchtower pile out. Watchtower mill. Alright. GG. The we got Conclave Diplomat, Forger, Jack of all trades, Relic, Shantytown Watchtower, Borrow, Goat, Herd, Hunting Lodge with a Squirrel. So what we have here is somewhat limited gains. Just Forager. I mean, just Forager for kind of buys, and then I guess you can use Jack some if you need extra Forager things. Kind of all you've got. But again, lots of draw to X. I mean, you're gonna open Jack Forager, I think, here. And then well, I'm not. Well, I guess I could. What would be the other option? Like Forager Hunting Lodge? I think 5-2 is just worse. I mean, the Hunting Lodge is okay, but like you want them, but I turn my orange orange light off so that I wake up and my eyes get damaged. Okay, oh, I gotta update the scoreboard. Another T for terracubist, not for tie. I don't know what I would have done if we had tied. I mean, I must have surely at some point in all the years tied a game with Tracer and been forced to confront this situation, but I don't have any memory of what I did in that case. How did I do it? I'm sure I didn't write the word tie out. Maybe I used a lowercase t. Maybe I've never tied with Tracer in any of the matches we played where I had a scoreboard. There aren't a lot of other T players. There are probably some, but I don't know what they're giving it a good long think. Hunting Lodge, Forager, Hunting Jack. I can still do Jack Forager. At the end of the day, though, you gotta build a deck that just buys a province, right? Like, you want to have a number of conclaves, probably, and some of the draw to X stuff, but you can't go that crazy big here. We don't have Native Village to kind of hide our green away like we've had on some games, or Exile stuff. What did we have that first game? Why was I able to buy 30? Oh yeah, it was just storing, it's converting them into useful junk. So they go to the Hunting Lodge. I can either follow. I mean, I guess nice that they do have the 5-2 as well. I think I'm gonna buy the Jack. They borrow for a goat herd, which I think is wrong, but interesting. I guess it's not. I guess it's not outrageous. We'll see if, obviously with the borrow, bottom decking stuff is much more likely. So we'll see if we're lucky or just sort of, I don't know if I even want to call it unlucky, but I'm not gonna conclave again, though I guess one could. They buy a forager. Maybe I'll get a goat herd. Goat herds are kind of interesting. Okay, we got nice draw. I guess their goat herd missed. They are going to get to This should either be diplomat or conclave, or go ahead and borrow for the thinga. Uzi, what's it? They did get to draw a bit with the old goat herd. With a big hand. Really nice draw for me. The start of the shuffle anyway. I'll buy Hunting Lodge here, I think. I don't know, like you get $8 and then you just like you get a lot of conclaves, I guess. Mm-hmm. I could buy a goat herd. Aw, this one's sad. This will be real sad if this is Honey Lodge. Okay, it wasn't. I think we do this and then borrow for a Honey Lodge. Could try to keep the estate, I guess. Are they just ahead? Haven't been. They're probably just ahead. Okay. Yeah, I think those are good buys. I'm not sure what order all this stuff should be played in. Okay. One way. I could squirrel this one. Squirrel again. Maybe I shouldn't have squirreled that one. I could have maybe used these buys. Is what it is looking like. That I could have used those buys. Stupid me. Does anything good happen if I green first? This wasn't very good. Where's my goat herd? I mean, they're going to be able to, do about what they did last turn. They didn't, add a bunch of economy or anything. How low of a hand can I even get to here? I can play one of the conclaves. Just not on anything, and I can get to where the jack draws like a card. 2 cards. But then we gotta find the hunting lodge, or we don't really do much beyond that. I don't think this is a building board, but that doesn't mean you can't do a little building. What do I have for the conclaves to hit? Forager Jack, Watchtower, Goat Herd, Hunting Lodge. I can still live with more of them. I guess the real thing to do here would be to borrow. What is in here? There's a Goat Herd, a Hunting Lodge. I probably can't call the Hunting Lodge. This is gonna be annoying. I could get a guide. There's not another conclave. The conclaves in the reshow. There's a Forager. Okay. Forager, Goat Herd, Watchtower, Silver. Right, tossed a silver. Still, I think maybe a silver. Not sure. Anyway, I know 4 of them are actions, and then I guess a copper or a silver, which can be trashed in either case. We could try diplomat. We could try guide. If they don't trash at least one card, then I can whiff. But okay. I don't think they're gonna double. Maybe I'm missing something. I don't think they're gonna double. And so I feel okay. I guess I could miss, but at least this next turn it should be quite hard to miss. A lot of my stop cards are silvers, so you know. I don't know how to play this hand exactly. I probably just toss the hand and put the Watchtower and Goatherd into the shuffle. This is my guess. But I don't know. I think that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so they don't have double. So they maybe next turn can double. It's not clear, right? They had to forage something, so they can maybe do it, but it's not trivial. The sequencing isn't trivial. Or isn't free anyway. Yeah, of course. I hate this game. I hate this game so much sometimes. What did I do to deserve this? Maybe this isn't that unlikely, but it feels like I get to borrow, right? So I don't, not like totally a wash, but I guess it's fine. But really needed the forger in like this hand. Or just some of the draw to X. I don't know. I don't even know how to play this. If there's a if there's a conclave on top, there's some consideration to doing the jack first. Otherwise, it's probably a little nicer to do the watchtower first? I'm not sure. I'm honestly not sure. Like the jack can draw one card. They already have their deck in their hand. So I guess they're just gonna forage the goat herd and then buy double province? Or forge a forager? One of the two. But they already have the deck in hand and they do have double. Was there... I just am gonna have to... Like, I can't dance. Probably. What am I doing? Can I double? Not with this hand. Now, if there's a forager in this hand, maybe. Right, if I'm conclave foraging, well, if, you know, wishes were horses. Okay. Not trash. Yeah, probably not. I needed foragers in this hand. Is a forge if I forage a silver, then maybe there's some world. Okay. This is like I don't even know. I think I have 3 conclaves, right? I thought I had another one, but I guess I played it over there. There's probably like a stack draw, but I think it's a stack draw. I think they're just playing better than me. At the end of the day. Maybe there's a nightmare draw they could get. But I doubt it. They can trash like whatever. They could trash a province to the forager. They probably don't even need to play this conclave, right? They could trash a province. Like they have the 2 golds and a conclave. They can just trash a province and double that way. There's because the silver and then trash. No, I'm sure it's in hand. Just trash a province, double. Okay, they threw the hand though. That's kind of weird. Do they have another hunting lodge or is that it? I guess I'm not positive it was in hand, but so now they're conclaving stuff, so they're just gonna duchy and try and double. So I have to double now. Can't see it, but I'm making a face. It's not technically impossible, but what play with the goat herd is useful here? Is there one? Is there a useful play with the goat herd? Because I can do a few different things with it, I guess. I can trash a copper, or I can they only have 2 buys now, right? But tie wins for them, so that doesn't work. It's like it could go province. If I can do province, duchy, estate, they cannot win. But that is also basically it's hard to manage as double province, more or less. It's like if I just draw into a hand of 4 silvers, then that's something. They didn't trash anything, right? There's like Conclave and Watchtower left, but I'm gonna just have to toss it anyway. Honey Lodge and Watchtower are kind of yucky together. Just can squirrel it. This is gonna draw the Conclave, or no? Okay. Okay. Shoot. 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 Was there a world, maybe if both the conclaves had shown up, if I had conclave that and conclave that, then we would have gotten quite a bit more. Not like I have 13. The big problem is that tie works for them. Is the issue. The big issue. What do I get here? I get 8, 10, 12, 15. I have 13 in hand. The problem now this time is that they now definitely have a big starting hand. What is it? I mean, I can know what the remaining cards are, right? It's province, duchy, and well, I just discarded a copper, so the copper, province, duchy, copper, silver. I'm just shaking my head. Silver, maybe. Not $1 million. What was the he just thinks I'm gone. Guess I just have to do it like can double duchy. But probably they're just going to hit This hand doesn't do anything. They'll just double province, most likely. They're actually not very... I don't really have a draw to X deck. Even though that's where my draw is from. I don't actually have enough disappearing cash to really... I mean, this is what my turns are going to look like. Which is what I planned for too. It just was not good enough. My assumption was that the deck that started hitting 8 and just did it, I thought that the terracubist would be just a little too slow, but they were not too slow to get to the double. So I think they're probably more or less okay. Well, never mind. Never mind. In fact, they had a really awful turn. My turn is still not... It's still not that much better. I guess I can hit Province Estate though, which is sufficient to ward off their machinations. For now. So lucky me. Just getting lucky. Out the wazoo. They didn't trash anything, so we squirrel this. Almost have enough for a province. Whatever, but I don't quite. This is pretty good. Get at least 2 disappearing. I get to check out the situation a bit. I can go into a shuffle at the very least with some plus action, so that's nice. We're probably going to have to toss the hand and see what we see on the shuffle, because I don't think there's $8 left in there. There is a enclave, so if one of them is a copper, a silver, we can do it, but one of them's a one's a watchtower, one's a conclave. I guess the other nice thing is I only have to hit duchy, right? And I'm still... Well, no, a duchy estate. I'm gonna check. I don't care. I'm going through the log. Sorry, everyone. There was... I had 3 provinces, then 4 provinces. Right, okay, now I have blah, blah, blah. Wait, where was the last shuffle? That was last turn where I took the province. So I had 3 provinces in the shuffle and 3 duchies. Okay. So this is one of the duchies. And so there's another duchy. Okay, so it's Duchy Watchtower Conclave. That's only 7. It is enough to do Duchy Estate, which is I mean, I can guarantee seeing it using jack tricks. I cannot guarantee seeing it. But no, I can. I can guarantee seeing it. No. I can't guarantee see both of them. Only if anyway, there's some shuffles where I can get to the cards. I think I'm gonna have to toss. The question is, what do you trash? Not gonna trash. Okay, we drew the duchy. I mean, if you really want to go for it, you trash the duchy, right? The dream draw was the conclave, but we didn't get to the conclave, so that's actually quite bad. If we found the conclave, we'd have been in great shape. But we're gonna have to toss this hand. So we probably toss. So the question is whether it's better to have a jack in there to keep this. So I guess this is about. They're somewhat similar. Okay. We didn't even get. Gonna tie and win. I mean, I guess their turns haven't really been very good, so maybe not. Okay. Didn't get enough. If we have a silver in there, instead of a copper, we can get an estate. Maybe I played the wrong things. I mean, it was. I don't know. I think that's kind of how I had to play it. I'm so sad. They didn't play those for money. This hand also still sucks completely. Like, it's completely useless. They can do like double estate this turn and then the next turn. Try and buy the province. What do you even do? Do you just see if you draw? I drew a copper. I don't know if there is a silver. There aren't hunting lodges. The remaining cards are like, there's a forager, there's two conclaves. I guess we can see one card. So stupid. It's not a conclave. I can go up to 39, which is still not guaranteed, but I guess is kind of okay. I mean, I guess I just do it, right? I mean, the other option is to draw. There was a copper. How many silvers did I gain? I gained 4 silvers through the course of the game. 1 is in the trash. One is still in the deck. So there's 1 copper. 1 copper, 1 silver, 2 conclaves. And green. He just keeps doing this. He takes forever too. I don't know. I mean, I guess he just wants to check. It's annoying though. Just wait. I'm not disconnected. I'm not gonna type thinking. It's not his fault. I'm just being what's the word? Touchy for no reason. They've done nothing wrong. Wait, he trashed a gold. Gosh, I'm so stupid. I'm literally the stupidest person. I should just be. They should just. They just shouldn't even let me play this game. I should just be permabanned from the site. Well, I get to go first again. Somehow again they got at the end there, and then they got duds over and over again or something, or they missed a win that they had and played it wrong. That's possible too. But from my perspective, you know, it just looks like duds. What's toil do? You may play an action card for it. Okay. Toil poorhouse, right? That's the super synergy. There's no thinning. There's no pseudo. There's nothing to do anything with the stuff in your hand. You're just stuck with that crap for the whole game. No storerooming it away. No native villaging it away. No trashing. You're just living with it. I forget the format of this. First to the 2.5. I guess the winner of this wins unless we tie it. Let me play another one. But what can you do here? You can't do a darn thing besides, I guess, toil poorhouses. Does that work? I've never done it before. It very well might work. I'm afraid. What's it got to compete with? Like an encampment deck? With no trashing? So what do you open for that? Like candlestick maker, candlestick maker? What do you have to have in hand to make that work also? As long as you can toil once. Does it work? Or is it awful? I don't know. Silver is still not crazy. Still may want mystics, I guess. Okay, so candlestick maker is like a reasonable opening, I think, regardless of what you end up going for. Like you could do a mystic diplomat hunting lodge thing Maybe it plays with Outpost. That could, okay, also to be fair, this stuff could be, you could incorporate more than one of these things into the deck together. I was just kind of thinking about the poorhouse stuff, and I don't know how much money it actually makes. Like, if you have a hand of 3 poorhouses and you have a couple coppers in it, you don't actually get to 8. So, doesn't look like that wildly appealing to me. So I guess if you have like 4 of them, you can province. It's only nets $2. So it's not really netting very much money. But it doesn't, I don't think it works. Maybe it works. I would be interested in seeing it work if someone does it. This is going to be a hunting lodge for me, and then on the next shuffle, I probably will try to get an outpost, well as like another diplomat, and hopefully, like, so far our draws are very similar. So this could be either like candlestick maker outpost. Maybe a little early for the outpost. This was fortunate. Let's see what we drew. They're also moving a little bit. They didn't find the hunting grounds, hunting lodge. Mystics will be good as some payload as well. And just a lot of diplomats. So stupid. Just thinking about that gold. Okay. Well, I'm not going to toss that. You get another buy out of it, which is okay. This is gross though. Wasn't really anything I could do for that part of it anyway. Maybe too many candlestick makers. But I'd like to hit the outpost activations. We are going to live and die by opening hands here without trashing. You need a lot of the diplomats and then the non-terminal stuff. Mystics and candlestick makers. for sure. They just go with 2. I don't know if that's the play or not. I'm also not sure here if you spend or you just go with a diplomat. Okay. Guess we may get a little bit more out of this. Yeah, your problem here, these are set. I think we do want... You could go for a poorhouse. This could go bad. This is just going to be a honey lodge for me, I think. Though maybe Diplo poorhouse. You have some real chances of sadness with the diplomats here. This is similar to a turn I had a moment ago. I assume they like you just can't toss with the honey lodge because you've got the outpost, or you feel like you can't. Maybe you can, and because the turn may end up better either way. But they buy an encampment, which I'm not super in love with. Our decks are probably going to be kind of pathetic. This is not triggerable for sure. It's either like Honey Lodge Diplomat or Honey Lodge Mystic. I mean, I guess we just go and see what we see first. Very good. Okay, this is fine. It's alright anyway. Maybe I should have got a Mystic. I was just kind of thinking the diplomats are like limited. I don't get the encampments, to be honest. I don't get the tunnel either. I mean, I can see what you can do with the tunnel, but I don't get it as being good. 1, 2. It's like a pivot halfway through, and then you have a deck with a bunch of candlestick makers, and then you're trying to pair tunnel with Honey Lodge and then encampment with gold, and I don't think so. Probably the most valuable thing would just be pulling a copper out of the next turn. I mean, I don't think there was, even if I found a diplomat. So I got lucky on the wish, but I think it was actually the correct wish. What's the pile? I guess there's a poorhouse pile out that could occur, though is really unlikely. I can also green a little bit. I've got an outpost down right, so let's build this time. See what we see. Okay. Okay. We could just buy an encampment as a... I'm kind of like paranoid. I guess if they buy a million poorhouses, they're not really gonna get to a finish. I kind of don't want to spend the coffers this time. They just go nowhere, or do they have something? They do have a little more. Okay, didn't play outpost though. They're just gonna buy encampments. I don't know. I mean, maybe they'll make it work. I've eaten my words before. This has been the weirdest match. I've lost the games I thought I was winning, and I've won the games I thought I was losing. Maybe not every one, but at least a few. Kind of thought I was losing all of them. Well, what was the... I don't remember the second one. The artisan thing was... close. Was just sort of close either way. I don't remember the other one I lost. But I kind of thought I was winning that artisan minion one. That was sort of a weird sound I made. I won't defend it. Is this shuffle in any way, shape, or form triggerable? There are quite a few diplomats in it. There's quite a few candlestick makers. I mean, we can maybe get through some of it. I guess if we trigger it without the just got 5 coppers. Well, now I kind of want to play the mystic. Anyway. It's a very big shuffle, actually. Much larger than I imagined. We didn't get to the hovel or anything, which is kind of what I wanted. 1, 2. How many of those do they have? Oh, there's a hunting lodge in there? Okay, fine. Whatever. Oh, okay. There's like stuff. There was more stuff. It was fine to trigger that. There was actually a good chance of me just coming up to the end of it, more or less. I don't know how I play this one, though. As far as when I throw. Maybe we play one diplomat and then throw. I think there's another CSM down in the bottom 4, but I'm just going to try and get 4 provinces. His deck's not going to hold green for anything. So this is not a comeback board. Not their deck isn't. I don't know that mine would be either, but so not to imply, but like they're not gonna have the consistency to hold duchies and tunnels especially if I get to 5 provinces. Not gonna happen. And I can always, like, if the score's not close, then I don't have to duchy dance necessarily. I can wait. I can save coffers until I have $8 hands. I wonder if I've missed a turn where I had a poor house at the end and it would have been better to toil it than to play it. I might have had one where it was like break even. I think I had one where I had 2 coppers, and I guess that's break even, where it doesn't matter which way you do it. I need to remember that though, because I could come to, oh right, they can go for the plunder stuff. Okay, so if they do that, that's also fine. I can get 8 provinces here. That's not an issue. I mean, I can get 8 provinces in the time it'll take them to unveil the plunders and play them like more than twice. I mean, it's just not gonna happen. I still think there's another. This actually would be nice to not have these in this shuffle, so let's do it this way. We don't. Well, there's some wishes that are fine to succeed at. Poorhouse would have been fine to succeed at. Yeah, like we do 2, it's like break even. It's just a $2 thing either way. We didn't get to the the outpost, but we did get to other stuff. See, like this is not like the board where I had the monuments. You guys probably didn't see that, but the plunders are not gonna work like monuments here. A diplomat would actually be very nice. This, I think, we're gonna prefer the outpost to the poorhouse, though it's a little bit sad, of course. I think there are more candlestick makers. I'm not sure how to do this one. I think we just toss into the shuffle. Now my shuffles are going to start looking kind of ugly, but I have this many provinces, so the plunders just, but I mean, you can't fault them for fighting. It's the tournament life. You kind of have to do it. I haven't been paying attention to pile outs. There maybe was a way to empty that was better for me at some point. But just doing provinces seems pretty robust. Maybe I should have taken, I don't remember. When that time I double provinced, of course I may have been kind of close to just piling out and I just wasn't paying attention. Wouldn't surprise me. I guess we draw on. This probably helps a little bit. I don't know what's in here at all. Poorhouse. Poorhouse would have been okay to reveal. Like, what are we at here? This is like, we have to hit 5 the next turn to win. Something like that. I mean, I could have gone Honey Lodge, Diplomat, and then this turn I would have gotten to the finish, but I may get double anyway. But yeah, duchies though. None of it helps because you also don't that was a crazy match. I did not know. Well, here I just kind of got out ahead and then they kind of had to do a desperation play. I don't know why I won those 2 games. I won those. Was stupid. So I was very lucky, even though I did probably too much. I cannot type. Too much belly aching and sighing and moaning. I'm gonna stop the recording and then I'll talk to them. But thank you all for watching and I will see you later.